Well, hello, good morning. Haven't done this in a while because work has just been all consuming. And Memorial Day is now past us, summer is here. Work isn't letting up, but I definitely want to try to do a better job or try to improve upon what has been, what you haven't seen here the last couple of weeks. I can tell you, obviously, there are a lot of concerns right now, and a lot of them are tied to the fact that the good times have been rolling for a while, and we knew that the good times would have to come to an end at some point. And whether you believe that it is being arbitrarily initiated due to what is clearly some very transformative decisions that are going on in Washington, or it's because of economic issues, or a combination of both, the reality is that it is shaping up that conditions are going to be very different here in the next couple of months. And that, of course, is going to play a role in how resources are allocated, especially by governments at the federal level, state level, and local level. And one of the challenges that is out there because of decisions that have been made in Washington and decisions that are going to have to be made at the state level and the local level is, what do we do to ensure that our neighbors have what they need, that our neighbors near and far in this country have access to the necessities, especially for those families that are struggling with poverty, households that are now dealing with unemployment or with other challenges that limit their ability to provide for these necessities themselves. And it's really going to require all of us to try to make sure that we fill in the gaps that are going to happen. There are going to be gaps that are going to occur because of these policy decisions that have been made. So regardless of whether you believe that these are smart decisions on the standpoint of federal policy or not, with respect to food programs or Medicaid, housing, whatever the case may be, the fact is that their implementation is going to create a need for all of us in private ways as society outside of government to respond effectively, to make sure that our neighbors are able to have the necessities that they need to live, and to be able to be in a position to pull their way back out of the current situation that they're facing. And if we don't do that, number one, we are not fulfilling our duty to one another, to our neighbors. We are also only enabling the likelihood that we are going to have further chaos that we're going to see in our neighborhoods and our cities and potentially all across the country. So we have to be mindful of this. And so the challenge and the call for all of us this summer is to be there for our neighbors, to find ways and to do the things that are necessary to be there for our neighbors. So that was the first thing that I wanted to share. The other thing I wanted to share is that now that graduation is passed, I know, being an instructor as well, that there are a lot of people out there trying to get a job. I also know there are people who have been laid off or have lost their jobs here recently. And so what I'm going to be doing starting tomorrow, and I'm holding myself to this, is I'm going to be trying to do my best to offer some daily suggestions or recommendations. You can call it advice if you want, and certainly you don't have to take it, about how to approach getting yourself into a career. And it'll be based on the experiences that I've had and what I've learned throughout my journey. I've been in my career now for almost 30 years, 28 to be precise. I've been in the same job now for almost 19 years. And I'd say that there are things that I've learned, and I hope that they provide some value to you, as I will be sharing them starting tomorrow. So there will be a career post, hopefully on a daily basis, and it's really more oriented to those who are looking at their first full-time professional opportunity. Certainly, I think that there will be information that is of interest to everybody that is currently out there looking for a job or looking to start a career. So amidst all of that and this cool and wet weather that we're dealing with here in eastern North Carolina, I hope everybody has a good day and a safe rest of the week. Take care.